One fire crew has already put out a blaze at a semi-detached house in Charnock Hall when Mansfield Road's Green Watch arrive. The elderly couple who live here escaped the burning home just before the fire service arrived. They've gone to stay with friends nearby. Now, with the help of neighbours, police try to piece together what's just happened.
The neighbours are saying it was a bit upsetting because the old guy who lives here was stood on doorstep screaming fire, fire. They could see flames behind him, it looked like he were on fire.
Even though the flames are out, the house is full of lethal fumes, and there's a very high risk of fire restarting. Crews must therefore ventilate the two-storey home immediately so they can enter and check for lingering hotspots. It's too dangerous for our film crew to enter the house, so firefighter Lee Bradley goes in wearing one of our helmet cameras. It's as close as you'd ever want to get to the inside of a smoke-filled building. As Lee and a colleague grope around, virtually blind, they become anxious as they can't open any windows.
What's the crack? What's the crack with these windows? It's just huge windows. There's no ventilation on them. Look.
Ventilate.
Crew manager John Gregory can't begin ventilating the house until his men are clear of the property.
Yeah, get it ready, please, Seb. Don't start it up yet.
Back inside, Lee reaches the master bedroom.
Jesus, they were in bed. They're very lucky.
And the relief is evident as they eventually find a window which opens. As the smoke begins to disappear, Lee gives a clearer picture of what he's just been through.
Very smoky. Couldn't see a thing when we first went in. Just couldn't see an absolute thing. So getting a bit disorientated. I got to one of the large windows upstairs, and I didn't think they'd got any catches to get out. But luckily they've got two smaller windows at the side of it, so a bit of a wake-up call.
We don't know what started it yet. May well have been something left switched on overnight. Mobile phone chargers are quite common. It might have been, it was definitely candles or an ashtray wasn't empty properly. We'll have a look in a minute so we can see.
So the inquest begins into how the blaze started.
All nicely melted and blackened and a right mess. And the other end of it, well, what remains of it is still fastened to his fridge.
What happened?
That caught fire.
All right.
Wiring's gone. Compressor's gone, probably. Could be damaged wire. Could be anything, mate.
Incident Commander Simon Woodhouse walks and talks us through the devastation.
If he'd had this door shut, it would have made a big difference, but he didn't have the door shut. You can tell he didn't have the door shut because there's no damage to the door at all. So the smoke's gone straight out of here and damaged the rest of the house. If you'd had the door shut, it'd have stopped all that.
Right, we just...
Put the whole damn thing down.
Yeah.
Just have a look up the stairs here. And as you go up the stairs, the whole decoration of the house is completely wrecked by that one small fire. And if they kept that door shut, it would have stopped all this. We keep telling people to shut doors at night, and this is a classic case of what happens if you don't.
Green Watch won't leave the scene until they've ruled out a fire restarting and use a thermal imaging camera to check for any hotspots.
So that's what we got here. 5 spot hotspot right there.
Yeah.
Slightly wall, just wall there, there. Along that door frame as well on the inside.
Yeah, door frame will be, it's plastic. Walls will be wrong because of plaster.
On the inside.
Okay.
And slightly on the walls, but that's about it really.
All right, no sweat. They were lucky in one respect in that they had smoke detector fitted, which is what woke them up. The alarm sounded and they got out of the house. They were unlucky in another respect in that they left doors open throughout the house, and that's allowed smoke to go all the way through the property. So all the decorations have unjexed.